course, car prices have been going up, it feels like, with no end in sight.
So what's behind the increase, and what are some of the most expensive cars in Houston? Carl Brower, executive analyst for IC Cars, is joining us now. Carl, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. Great to be on with you guys.
Great. Man, why are we paying so much for cars Why are they so darn expensive?
Yeah, the forces at play, right? I mean, there's a lot of factors, of course, inflation is hitting everything, but cars specifically, they've just been in short supply on the new side because they can't produce as many as they want. The chip shortage and the supply chain issues that we've probably heard about. So when you can't buy a new car, you go back to the used car market and get something you can buy today versus waiting. That drives up the price of used cars. So the two markets are closely tied together, and you can't get enough new cars, used cars go up in value.
Carl, good morning. Is there any relief, will you say, on the way? Can we have some hope, at least?
We're definitely slowly but surely digging our way out of the supply chain issue, but it's not going to happen quickly. We keep thinking maybe we're 6 to 12 months away. Unfortunately, we've been thinking that for about 36 months now, or at least 24 months. So, but I do feel like we're seeing movement. We're seeing movement in the supply side, and we're also seeing movement now on both new and used car prices. They're still more expensive than they were 3 years ago, but they aren't climbing like they used to, continuing to climb, and they're even starting to moderate and come down a little bit.
All right. So any ideas on how we find the best price? I mean, are we looking for a certain model year, a certain model maybe? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, information is always your biggest ally when you're shopping for a car. And thankfully, there's a lot out there. You can sit in your house and still see car pricing across the country using various sites that will show you all the vehicle listings. And if you can just decide on 2 or 3 models that you can be flexible between, and then maybe expand your search area. So you normally would search in your local city, right? But if you could go out 300, 400, 500 miles, that sounds like a long distance to go. But if you start to find cars that you need that in other markets are substantially cheaper, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 cheaper, even if it takes you, half a day, a full day to go get a car, if you can save thousands of dollars, that's pretty good hourly pay.
That's huge.
Yeah, right.
All right, Carl, would you say are the 5 most expensive used cars out there and in the Houston area?
Yeah, so right there in Houston, when we looked at the data, we saw a real big jump over the last few years in the Toyota RAV4 hybrid, the BMW 3 Series, the Toyota Avalon, the Chevrolet Traverse, and the Infiniti QX50. Again, all the cars are up, but right there in Houston, for various reasons, these have really jumped. A lot of demand and or a real short supply of those vehicles. I mean, we're seeing mostly 50+% increases. The Infiniti only went up about 45%, but the rest of these have gone up 50, 60+% in the last 3 years on the used car market.
Yeah, it's something too. I think about it just in the past few years myself, looking around at different cars, looking at what's out there, and I see something with 70, 80, 90,000 miles on it. And back in the day, we said like that's been rolling for a while,
right.
But these days I feel like that's nothing. These cars will go like 200,000 miles and more.
It's 100% correct. And that's something else that we've been telling people if you're looking to save money is we're actually doing studies. We just did a recent one on the potential lifespan of cars, and exactly what you said. We're seeing a lot of vehicles that'll go 200,000+ miles if they're properly maintained. Mm-hmm. And we're actually coming up with a new study that's going to break that down a little further and talk about how much money you get, how much life you have left for a given price of some cars. So you can really zero in on, look, I just want a car that's going to run for a while and I want to pay as little as possible. We're going to have a new study out to show you that.
That's the kicker, is like how it was maintained, right. who owned it before.
Exactly. And Carl, one more question. Are we just better off holding on right now and not buying a car if we can?
I mean, I feel like I've been saying this for a couple of years, and I feel bad for the people who keep waiting and waiting, but it's still true that if you don't have to buy right now, and you can wait at least another few months, even 3 months, but probably 6+, it's impossible that the cars are going to be more expensive the way things are going, and they'll very likely be less expensive.
Yeah, waiting as long as possible is the message. Carl, thanks for your time today. I really appreciate it. That's Carl Brower of IC Cars. Thanks again.
Thank you, guys.